Can you imagine?
Jesus is the
So, guys, nah.
The
The thing
So-
you're wrong.
to pick it
Yeah, so we're going to be picking papers
randomly.
randomly, and whatever letter you see, you call the name of a food.
Food.
Do we get that?
Yes.
Get that? All right. Okay, sure.
I'm picking first. Ladies.
Nah.
Ladies first. True.
Two.
Wow, I got the same thing again.
It's a lie, you did not drop your pen. How cool what to do? Shooting. You put it on in different food, Abby.
Food, yes.
Food.
I forgot. Rice.
Eba.
Bole.
That bone where the hungry instance.
What's
Okay.
in be K? K. Kellogg's ice creams. They spell it with K now.
L.
Lion.
Nah. Liar. Okay. Okay. Lasagna. I think
Donut.
Is it?
As long as it goes into your mouth, down to your tummy.
Who says it goes into the mouth?
Okay.
So the next category is animals, yeah?
Yep. Animals.
Okay.
Wait. We actually have to shuffle. So. throw them
No,
back.
are we putting it back again?
Perfect.
Okay, we are supposed to use the exact. Okay.
It's a fresh start.
With
They're
the
not
same letters.
animals. Please be nice.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
See, all the animals that flew out over here. I can't even think of which animal start with X, the real one.
So.
X. Shineki. X-Men.
Oh boy. X. I'm not helping you.
Our guy is X-Men. X-Forces. I do not know.
Okay. Elephant. If she doesn't know what she's going to say.
Cat.
And
But today is not your day at all. Today? It's not today. No, even that is not even spelled with an N.
It's spelled with an L.
Yeah.
so N. People of God.
No.
Nigeria.
Nigeria is an animal, Abi.
I'm not talking.
You said Nigeria. N goes for. Please, you can go around and come back to me. Nkwabi.
Leopard.
This guy, you got the easy one. He's shitting.
Yes, nice.
W.
Yeah. Okay.
What's all this?
Back to
So
your
like
N.
today is not my day. N. Back to N. Lifeline. I'm calling a friend. Hello.
Night
I
mode.
just know of organism, nematode. Baby, that's an organism. It's not an animal.
NB. Animal.
N. Animal that start with N.
NIKG. I beg I rest.
Nobody knows animal that start with N. Okay, how about
Okay,
X?
let's actually browse that.
Animal that start with X
can
or
browse
N.
that.
Somebody.
Your phone. Check an animal that starts with N.
Oh.
N.
Kazan.
Yeah.
Animal that start with X. I saw X-ray fish. No. Yes, now. There's Xanthus.
There is
Xanthus.
newt.
Xanthus is a small seabird.
Okay. That one didn't affect.
Xanthippe. There's no way I would have known this. These are not like common
No, they're not
animals.
common animals at all.
So it's not my fault.
Okay, so to the next category, which is
Country.
countries, yes.
Perfect.
With the same, no, it's supposed to be the same letters.
No, another two. You pick another set of letters.
Wait, I've been using the same since now.
Are
That's
you
the
kidding?
L and the E.
Yeah, problem. No, but you have problem.
Is it mine?
Oh, God.
Look at mine here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, let's go.
So yeah, your own problem. I got N. Or is this you? Is it N or is it you?
It's you.
Oh fuck. That
Country.
was for you.
Yes. In Africa, here.
And he's speaking like
I'm
them.
talking like them.
Uganda.
Alright. I go I, which is Ireland. Or Ireland.
Oh, Iceland.
Iceland. Dude, that's not in Africa, bro.
My country, Nigeria.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Why?
Why?
Yugoslavia as a country. Is it a cartoon country, animated country, or is it?
Wakanda.
Is Yugoslavia a real country? I don't know, that's what came to my head.
I think that's a country actually. I think that's a country.
You go.
Well, I actually got easy senators.
You're chilling. What's your own?
Mine, H. Holland. Quite simple.
You say Holland.
Senegal.
Senegal.
I don't like this. I think I'm the one that got the. I don't like this.
It's not yet
We
there.
are going to pick another one. And we are going to do designers. No, we are going to do musicians.
What did you get for the country?
I don't know, Yugoslavia, that's what I said.
I
Is
told
it
you
a
she was on
country?
Instagram. Insta.
I was not on Instagram. Oh. I did not just continue.
Okay, so
Country that starts with Y, they put Yemen.
Yemen.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Yemen.
not sure, but I thought, okay.
Oh, I beg, think keep quiet. See when you're supposed to talk, you did not talk.
Is it for me to talk?
So what's the next one?
We are going to do. Let me see what I got first. So I'll know what we are going to do.
You guys should be nice.
What?
Cars.
Let's do cars. Yes.
Okay.
I got T. I'm going with Tesla.
Nice one. Okay. J. Jaguar.
A.
Yes, there's a car called Jaguar.
Aston
Don't be looking at me like that.
Aston Martin.
Nice.
As what?
Aston Martin.
G-Wagon.
Oh, dude, that's measurement.
It's a G-Wagon, my dear. Take it or leave it.
Should we accept that? It's a
Leave
motor.
it, my dear. Would you shut up? Oh yeah, now. Oh yeah, G. Mention car. No, mention it. G. Oh yeah. Them car fanatics. G-Wagon. Take it and leave it.
Golf.
Yeah.
No, it's a Volkswagen.
Yeah. Okay. We're both embarrassed now.
Yeah, both embarrassed now.
Oh.
It's not like car brand.
Yeah.
Oh is what?
Oh.
What type? Yeah. Oh,
Orange.
orange what?
Orange.
Orange is the new black.
Orange
What?
Limited.
Orange.
Orange Limited. Guy, I have
Oh,
nothing.
what?
I seriously have nothing.
Wow.
It remain you now. Are you?
W-O-M.
I think it's W. It's W. You're trying to make your life easy.
Mazda.
She's trying to make her life
But it's W.
It's W.
It's
W.
So it doesn't really count. Does it count?
easy. W
There
is
is no
what?
car. Like, there is literally no car.
If I
Are you
check
sure?
Google,
I
Check.
believe.
how much are you setting? How much?
It's V. V. After we finish, everything will come to my head.
Come on. Google is not answering me. Oh.
Are you serious?
W.
I'm asking them car brand that starts with W. Wadley Cars, Water Car, Westfield. There are a lot too.
Wheelbarrow.
They are not just popular.
Yeah, I don't know this one. So I don't know. Actually, cars was a bad idea. Cars was a bad idea.
So should we do music?
So it's kind of big
big head.
Yeah, big head.
Have you seen the state of our body?
Yes.
I don't understand.
That's not kind of.
I don't understand. What is that supposed to mean? You're very rude.
It's tense.
What the hell? How did I get Q? I'm currently big head.
Exactly.
My luck. My luck is just. Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hello.
TGIF show. Yeah, my name is Leo, and I think I'll be your host. Nothing too special. Oh, you guys do very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks to my father.
So I
The
think
gift.
Oh.
you.
That's from your dad.
Yes, it's a gift of my dad when he visited last. You like it, right?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's just nice. Nothing more than nice. At least, it's more than nice.
It's fine. It looks good on you.
Yeah. You've started
looks good on
saying,
you.
Yeah, you started saying something. All right, thank you. You too. You look very good. Yeah, you look very good. Especially that your, chain and what is under is also very beautiful. You won't beat me. I beg, call the camera or she go beat me now very soon.
Okay, so by my right here is Mr.
Giovanni. Messi, like the football player, Giovanni Messi.
Messi. Okay, and on my left we have
Gabriela.
Gabriela. Okay. Is it the same pronunciation with Gabriela? Does it sound different?
It's the same spelling, but it's pronounced Gabriela.
So the Gabriela we've been calling all the while.
It's the wrong pronunciation.
You know, we're watching this Filipino series about Gabriela and Gabriela.
And you know the Gabriela Union.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
Actually, Gabriela Union, you don't know her. Are you serious?
No, I don't. Who is she?
She's a famous actress, black actress. She acted in very much movies, and she's even married to a famous basketball player,
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
Wow. Oh,
Yes.
So it's Gabriela.
Yes.
Gabriela.
Yes.
But why is it Gabriela? That's what I don't understand. Why? Why must it be Gabriela?
Because it's Gabriela.
Yes, because letter A in English is A. Why are they not saying Gabriela? Why are they saying Gabriela? For other names like David, why are they not saying David like in French? But now for Gabriela, they say Gabriela like in French. I don't know. I'm calling you Gabriela, I'm comfortable because I'm a French speaking person, but it's difficult for all the rest to say Gabriela. They will all say Gabriela all the time. All the same. It's a nice,
Are you okay
nice
with
name.
this? We're going to be calling you Gabriela.
I would prefer you call me Gabi.
Gabi,
Yeah.
for short.
Yes, please.
Mr. Messi, have you really used any pickup line on someone you've met before, probably for the first time?
Yes, it used to happen, but just like that, it's on feelings. It's not something you plan to do. It's just on feelings.
Okay, now let's give it a try now.
Oh.
Let's try. Let's see you meeting Gabriela for the first time, and for your first few words, what will you say to get out of her feet?
As a a polite person, you start by greeting the person, so it will be like, hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. I like you. You look very nice. Just like that. And you just smile. You see? It always works. They like it.
No, that was too easy.
Yes, sometimes the simple things are the best, They are the classics, like you keep on using it, it keeps on working.
Less is more, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's the minimalist.
It didn't work. It didn't work on me.
It didn't work. Okay, that's why you were smiling. That's why I was saying almost all
This
your
is like you smile
teeth.
so you don't feel too bad about.
No, that's why she was smiling, right? And she's even fair, so she can blush. I can see it. Yes, I can see it. You were blushing. You were not just smiling.
Alright. So I actually want to get opinions on what you think about this 9 to 5 job seeking and unemployment. Okay. So I don't know. I have some feelings when I see guys on the street with envelopes. I just have, okay, they're going to the next office to look for a job or something. Or do you really think it's necessary now to be looking or seeking for a job in 9 to 5, or you're looking at entrepreneurship as the option? Well, I don't know what you guys think about it.
Oh, ladies first, what do you think about it?
When you say entrepreneurship, you need money for that. To be self-employed, you need money. You get. So you need to start from somewhere, and starting from somewhere, you need to seek for job. You get. So seeking for job, when you say unemployment, it's really bad here in Nigeria because you have a lot of companies that doesn't want to employ staffs, and even when they employ some graduates or staffs, they give them peanuts as salary, which won't foot their bills. You get. So it's very, very painful here in Nigeria. You can't compare Nigeria to someone staying in US.
She's actually making a point, because you have to take into consideration the country where we are living. So if you are talking about getting a job, walking around for a 9 to 5 job, is very important because look at the context. Does the context favor entrepreneurship? You have to work according to your environment, and it's very sad that in Africa in general, because not only a problem in Nigeria but in Africa, youth are just abandoning themselves. That to get a job is quite a difficult process. You have to know somebody, you get the qualification, and they are wasting our time. You know the value of time. Time is very important in life. Now, the time is the only thing you cannot get back when you lose it. And we spend our time going to school. How many years did you give to school?
4 years.
4 years. No, and that you are just talking about the tertiary education. If you start with primary school, secondary school, plus university, like you will spend like 15 years of your life to go and learn, and at the end of the day, you will not get a job. You lost your time, and time is money. That is where entrepreneurship comes. And yes, you said that you need to have funds to start a business. Okay, you have to start from somewhere, but the truth is, like, the major thing I believe is not the funding, is the idea. Do you understand? The idea is something new, something that will just, like me, up till now, I really like that young guy that created Bolt. I think you've been using Bolt, right?
Yes.
Yes, I've been using it. A lot of people have been using it. Like, to imagine that you have a company, they will drive people all through the day, and you yourself, you don't even have a car. Like the owner of Bolt, he doesn't have a car, but
he
how
still
many
need
cars are
money.
registered on Bolt?
He needed money to start the business.
Yes, he needed money, but what he needed more was the idea.
Yes.
Do you understand? Of getting people to register on a platform, call them, drive people. He make the money without being the driver, without having the car. But I understand what you are saying, because we talk about Europe and Africa. Where it was in Europe, so he has some facilities, he has some, some things that we don't have here. That's where we need government or another, private people to try to help us, because actually it's not easy to be an entrepreneur. But let's look for the ideas first. Let's look for the idea. I believe that is the key. Get the idea first.
A lot of individuals who are unemployed, they have the ideas, but they don't have the fund to push.
Oh, yes, you have what we call common ideas. Imagine you want to open a shop to sell all those provision shop. You want to sell biscuit, rice, yes. That's common ideas. You want to buy a car to do transport, yes. But I'm talking about bringing something new, like an innovation. Like now, if I ask you now, just like that, if you were given 100 million naira, what business you start? Like right now, you tell
I'll
me that you have to
buy.
pay. Okay, okay, go
I'll
on.
buy an OML.
We buy an OML.
Yeah.
You see, an OML, oil mining license, a oil block to produce oil, right? You want to
Yes.
buy an OML. So buy an OML, 100 million, first of all, is very small. It's small, you will still have to partner
Oh.
with people to buy.
I'll start the process.
And then to buy OML, where's the innovation in buying the OML? There's no innovation in buying OML. You just want to buy it and produce from it. It's like when we were young, they were making us feel that the only good jobs we can have is from government. And you still have people like that. They are in university. Their dream is that when they come out, government will employ them.
At least
They are
buying
not
the OML is
thinking-
going to give, will help some youths get employed in my company.
In your company. So
Yeah.
you will start up a company. Yes, it's good. We need companies to employ people because also government cannot employ everybody. So we need private people to build company to employ people. But we talked about salaries. Most of the private companies now, they are just exploiting us because they know that we are looking for jobs and we don't have jobs. So they will just take us and give us anything they want. I will not disclose the company I was working for, but my first job experience, they were paying me 13,200. Can you imagine? Yeah, that's just terrible. But I had to take it because I needed my CV I need to have something on my CV. I
As a
didn't want a
graduate.
blank CV. Not only graduate, that time a master degrees, not only like
My
2
goodness.
degrees already, but you get 13,200. You know, that's the situation of the country. So
Man, that's a whole lot
that's a whole lot.
for the employer.
For, yes, for them it's much.
Oh my goodness.
And something else is that, like, let's talk about that oil and gas. You have wise people in Nigeria that sat down and felt that, okay, it's not good that we export all the job. We call all those white people to come and work, make money, carry our money, go abroad. Let's employ Nigerians. They create Nigerian content and started employing Nigerians. Allow Nigerians to build company that will render some services in oil and gas. But when your boss is in Nigeria, he will pay you less than what the white man was even paying you.
That's true.
So that's at a point we are our own problem, because I don't understand why you will create a company. Like now, you said if you have money, 100 million, you start up your business and you employ people. But will you pay them the right price?
With where I'm coming from, definitely I will.
Yes, I hope so, because that's the challenge we are facing. When you work for individuals, they are just paying you anyhow, and they know that in case you decide to resign, there are a whole lot of young people outside. They are just waiting for such opportunity to come, enter somewhere, and just sit down and get small change. So it's not easy. It's not easy in Africa, in Nigeria, in Africa in general. So our government should try. It's not easy, but you should not give up. You should not give up. People should keep on trying getting jobs and trying to, I don't know, innovate and create things, because you can't rely on.
There are lots of people I see on social media that creates different things, but a lot of kids that they build from the scratch, and what they need is just money to start up, but they can't get it.
Yes, I understand. I faced it before. As I am now, I have a lot of ideas in my head, but I can't implement them because I don't have money. So that's quite sad, but it's the reality. And another movement that people are moving to, what is this online kind of making money? Invest 10,000, you will get 1 million. Invest in cryptocurrency, you will get that. All this, but this is rubbish. Though I'm trying to tell people every day that the best way you can invest your money is through entrepreneurship. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you want to believe that You can carry your money, give to someone, and sleep, and your 10,000 naira will turn to 1 million. Like, you are mad. Because if it was so, look at the richest people in the world. Look at the top, let's say the top 10 in Nigeria. Who is Dangote? I think he's cement, he's doing sugar, he's doing a lot of things, you understand? He built his money. It's not by investing and just staying at home. Look at Bill Gates. Look at the guy of Amazon, or I don't know, all those rich people in the world. But they are trying to sell us the dream now because they know that we are desperate. So everybody just come with a business that, okay, you know, just invest small money, after a few months it will come. If it was like that, believe me, those people that are telling us about this business, they would have gone to the bank if they are sure of that business. They would have borrowed the money
from the bank.
You understand?
Yeah.
Put in that their investment, make
And
it
grows.
10 million or 100 million and live the life. No, they will not call us. It's because they know that it's not sustainable, that they cannot go and engage themselves and borrow money. They would arrest them. They prefer taking our money, we the poor people. Let's come and give 1,000, let it be 100 million, let them go and try. If it works, fine. They share the profit. If it doesn't work, they just carry our money and go. So all these things, it's better to try to go into entrepreneurship. I think that is for us in Africa. We cannot rely on government and companies.
So like, for someone that is starting out, probably he or she has finished with secondary school or something and wants to further up to university, what's your best advice to that person? Based on current issues.
After secondary school?
After secondary school, the person wants to further like to the university.
Yes. So first of all, there is another challenge I want to raise. You know, in some countries, like I know of Germany, universities, they are working with government. What do I mean? They are working with government and with companies of private sectors. They will do a study and private sector will come and say that, oh, now we need engineers in communication, we need engineers in I don't know whatever. And it's according to that they will open slots in university because they know the demand. You understand? So the demand of the environment of the country is matched with the university programs. You understand? So today now, it's even for me, it's difficult to advise somebody that leaves secondary school about going to university because most of the time you are just telling him to go and waste his time.
That's true.
To be honest, because when I check the time I spent in university, like maybe 7 years, if I was selling, I don't know, even if I had a small provision shop, after 7 years, I'm sure that after 7 years, I would have been somewhere else. But school, after 7 years, you are nowhere. Yes, mentally, yes, you've upgraded yourself, but in terms of financial, I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah, I do.
You will not go anywhere. So, first of all, there is something that is not working. What the country actually needs is not what the university is offering.
Yeah.
You understand? The program should match
Totally.
so that people at least can go to school and know what they will do. But nevertheless, if I have to give somebody an advice, first of all, there are some courses we should avoid. Like go and study history, to be honest. Guy.
But in Nigeria, they don't just wish to study history. Like myself, when I wrote JAM, I passed my JAM and I wanted to be a nurse.
Yes.
So I wanted to go for nursing. But when I got to the university, they didn't give me nursing. I ended up going for science laboratory technology. And after my OND, my HND, I went for physics with electronics. So you can imagine someone planning to go for nursing and now you're not an engineer. It's crazy because that's what school they normally give to people. They don't just give you what you want. They give you what they have to offer. They won't just give you what you really want. So it's crazy.
You know, there is a difference between what you want and what you need. Do you understand? So I know they're exaggerating at a point in time, but sometimes you have dreams, but you don't have actually the capacity and the skills to fulfill that dream. Do you understand? Like, or I believe it's based on your results and based on your performance that you should expect to get an admission on this or this. Like me too, I wanted to be a medical doctor, but I ended up being an engineer. So just like that, but there are some courses, to be honest, we have to, I don't know if we can even ban them from university for now. Like, let's talk about this oil and gas. Oil and gas, in terms of geoscience in oil and gas, one of the best master in the world is coming from one university in UK, yes, Imperial College. But last year, they've just announced that they will close that course, that they will no more doing. I'm saying that they are the best in the world. Do you understand? One of the best. They said that they will close. And the reason is why that they said they are moving in their country, they are going to use cleaner energy in the next 10, 20 years. So they will open a course on this renewable energy because that is what they want. Like, they are thinking ahead of time. There's no need training people again on petroleum when you know that in the next 10 years, your cars will not use oil and gas. You understand? It's the same thing. We have some courses that we can ban, but people don't want to hear it. We have enough people that can tell us about the history of Nigeria. It's enough. You don't need to go and get people to study history again and a lot of useless courses after. Let's focus on what we actually need. Port Harcourt is very dirty. Like, but there is a way people manage waste in other countries.
Yes,
I
by
don't know if we
recycling it.
know how to manage our waste. Somebody can actually study something that is related to waste management because the government believes that they should build a structure in Port Harcourt that will be in charge of making Port Harcourt clean. They should find a way because it's not just to pack the waste.
Trash, yeah.
You understand? You have to know what to do with that trash after. And somebody will go and study it, knowing that after he finishes, it can be useful because the city actually needs people that does that. Then go and study history. When you go and study history, I don't know, you want to teach? And we all know that the salary of people that are teaching, man, they can't even buy a machine, you know. So I'm just trying to say that we should try to make sure that what university gives is what the society needs. Like, that is what it's supposed to be. Let's forget all those classics. Everybody wants to be lawyer. Yes, we have people that are going to court every day, but I think a lawyer can take care of 100 people. So, but we have small needs that we have every day. That let people go and study those kind of courses, and let government empower those sectors. Yeah, that's what I think. So my advice would be just go and look for a good course, a course that can give you the possibility to employ yourself also at the end. You know, you have some courses, like when you go and do all those IT engineering something, in case somebody doesn't employ you, you can employ yourself with your laptop at home.
Very correct.
But in case you studied, okay, I talked about history too much now. I should choose another one.
Excuse me.
Other boring course. Some people, yes, you go and spend your time in school sometime to learn some dead languages like this.
Mass communication.
Yes, we learn Latin and then Spanish, and then sometimes they even have crazy kind of languages. I don't know. You say that you want to be we translate for people where? How many people need translator here?
But that's a good course, you know.
Oh, it's a good course.
That's, but not in Nigeria.
Yes, they don't need to be 200 doing that course. 200 people to translate. What are they going to translate actually?
My goodness.
Like, you have a lot of useless courses like this. So I mean useless because of the current condition of the country. You look at what your country needs, and that's what you offer in universities. Generally, that's how it's supposed to be.
So talking about what your country needs, I think many persons do study some courses not because they want to even work in the country. They are studying something to even work outside the country. And majority of us are even looking at going outside because we don't really get that value for money in terms of you working for someone and getting paid what is worth your efforts in that particular company. So, seeing someone studying something that is not beneficial in his country, not knowing that he's hoping to work outside the country,
But he's still in this country.
because he will definitely further his education like outside the country.
Yes, I understand. People are losing hope, you know, and they believe the country cannot give them what they need. That's true. The problem is so deep. I don't even know where we can start with that one. But I still have hopes that, you know, 1960, that was the time of independence for most of the countries in
Nigeria.
Africa. Most of them. So
Okay.
all those peoples that were alive then, like is already like 50 or 60 years.
60.
Yes, all those people that were alive then, some of them are still alive. You
Yes.
understand? And they still don't want to change mentality. But people should not worry, they will die. All of them. Yes, all of them will die. I wish they can die. All of them can die tomorrow. All those people, yes, let them die.
You mean the leaders?
Not only the leaders, because
Because
you even
my-
have some
my
parents.
parents,
You even
my-
have
my
some.
parents.
But when you have some parents that want to force a child to be a lawyer, you understand? It's not only the leaders; it's a mentality. It's a generation, and it will. I believe it will die with their generation. When I'm scared is when I'm seeing young people that also think like them. Because if we are thinking differently, definitely in the next 20 years, they won't be there. All of them, no matter what they want, they will go. But if they've transferred that kind of mindset to us, we will continue with that. So as I said, I wish, I like them, but they must die. They said that the old must die for the young to to grow. Let them
Oh my
die.
goodness.
Let us take over, so that at least we will think differently. And maybe if we have, imagine that in the next 10 years, even in Nigeria, we have a president that was born around that 1982, that kind of, it will be like close to 50 years old or more than 50. If you were born during that time, definitely your mindset should be different, and they might do things differently, so that people will not go outside again. Me like this, if I see a way to go, I will go. I might not come back, because I don't know what I'm coming to do here. People are dying here anyhow. So that's it. So what do you think about what you just said? People going abroad, they go and study something because they want to work abroad.
People in Nigeria, which I know, don't go to school to study, just to go abroad to work. Because if you really wish to work outside Nigeria, it means maybe your parents are wealthy and they'll put you in a good school whereby you have much opportunities in working in most of all these big multinational companies, and you have the opportunities to go outside Nigeria. But a lot of us, like we studied to work in Nigeria, grow ourselves and move down there to get a way much better opportunity. You get? So that is it for now. Then what else? When you say people should die, please, I don't want my parents to die. I love my parents. And
I love them too, but they must die.
my parents shouldn't die, please.
Even if they are not dying now, but the day will come, they will have to leave us.
The present youths in this country, do you think they will be a much better leader than our parents?
That is why I said that's my fear. That's why I want them to go very fast, because they are contaminating people. The contamination is very fast. They have to go because they are contaminating. Some of the young people are now thinking like them.
A lot of young people are now thinking like them. A lot of youths no longer go to school. They just feel like, oh, let me be a thug and follow one big politician, or be having cash from him daily, and that's much better than going to school, getting certificates and working for someone. You get? So a lot of people are, you can imagine some some youth going to vandalize the pipeline to get oil and do bunkering, which is not nice. Get at least follow the due process, but we end up seeing them doing the wrong things. So I feel this present youths in Nigeria is just few that are good leaders. It's just few.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You went to school, you graduated, you are now getting a job, or you got a job, I don't know, and we know what we are facing. If you were asked to go back, would you have gone to school again immediately after your secondary school? Me, I know I won't have. I know how many years I've spent in school. I know how many nights I stayed awake to read from midnight to morning to pass the exam, all this stress. And when I'm looking at the results today, to be honest, I won't have gone anywhere.
I would have.
Me, I won't have. After secondary school, because after secondary school, I believe they gave me all I need. You have people, when you look at their stories, even somebody like Bill Gates, they tell you he was not successful in university. Because actually, is what can I say? That secondary school is what equipped you with actually the needful to start. In university, you now choose a clear pathway. So with the secondary education, I can choose my pathway after secondary school. So for some young people that said that it's better not to go to school, I'm not saying that they should not go to school to follow talks or to turn to what we call Yahoo boy or so. But what I'm just saying that, to be honest, going to school, you have to think twice. It's like everybody's pushing me now to do a PhD. I'm like, why should I do a PhD? Just because they will call me doctor. Like yesterday, funny time. I was coming out from the hospital. There are some workers. They were coming out of the hospital. Hospital is far from the road, so they stopped me. I decided to carry them. 3 women, old of age, and I drove them down. When I drove them, when they came down, they said, thank you, doctor, thank you, doctor. So they thought I was a doctor in the hospital. I couldn't tell them no. So it was fun to be called a doctor. Yes, at a point I was happy, but I'm not a doctor. I don't want to be a doctor. So what are you doing with a PhD if you cannot bring food on your table? Why should you go to the university, to be honest? What was the essence? If somebody goes and studies 4 years to be an engineer, an electrical engineer, after that you cannot work as an electrical engineer, why did you spend 4 years there? You just wasted your time, and it's something you cannot get back. So me, I'm for, if somebody now, I will have children, I hope the situation will change before they get to that level. But if the situation doesn't change, to be honest, if I'm ready, like I'm capable of establishing myself after secondary school, if I have established myself, if they don't want to go to school and start working for me, they will work for me. I'm telling you. And I will challenge those children that went to school and them. Like after 4 years in school and them 4 years in my company, we'll see who is doing better. Let me tell you about something I've learned about Nigeria and I love. Is that Igbo system that they will take somebody from the village, he will come to town, he will work for Oga, and then he will settle
The boy.
the boy. I know the story of a man. He's a Nigerian. He's in Cameroon. The guy is very rich. Like, he's bringing all those OK shoes also. You understand? And he's the guy that is leading the market. His story is just simple. His uncle was doing the business in Cameroon. He came and carried him here, very young. He went there. He learned the business, but the uncle was humanizing too much now. The money don't finish. He now run away back to Nigeria, leaving debt there. The small boy will continue to work, get the shop, raise the money, reimburse, pay all the debt of his Oga, call his Oga that you can now come back. The Oga came back, the Oga now settled it. Do you believe that, why was that guy able to make that business continue after the uncle left? Because of all he has learned. Like the guy at that time, he knows where to get the shoes. He knows when the price is high, when the price is low. He knows that if you don't get shoes by this time, you can get by this time, you can sell like this, you can do. Like, he knows everything that if you go and study what? Economics, business administration, you can never run that business like him. He learned the business. And so all those boys that they are in provision shop like this, Oga, the day Oga give them the shop, the guy managed the shop very well. You and your certificate for school, can you manage the shop like
Our problem in most schools is because we do more of reading than practicals.
Another problem you just raised.
Yeah, we do more of reading than practicals, because if they give one opportunity to read and also practicalize it, at least it builds one. Then after your whole schooling, you know, yes, I can either be self-employed or I can go to work for someone. And definitely, if you're going to work for someone, you know what you're doing. Most graduates, they don't even understand the course they studied. They don't even know where to fit in the industry, you get. Like me, when I said I was going to go back to school, the reason why I said that was because I can still go back to study nursing. Because I love nurses. So if I go back to study nursing and I come out to be a nurse, definitely I can be self-employed.
Nurse?
Yes.
Self-employed?
I can
How?
be.
How? Does the law allow it? I
In
think you should be
Nigeria, it does.
registered as a nurse. First of all, you have to be registered. And in case you go and do something, I don't know, just a simple injection, something happen, are you sure the law covers you?
Because you're a certified nurse now.
No, certified nurse doesn't mean that you can just go anywhere and start injecting people.
You can't go anywhere to start injecting people, but you can have your own.
So I don't know. We need to know, because law is very tricky. You need to know that all those medical
law
something. I
exist
know
in
in
Nigeria?
Nigeria people are doing things anyhow. You understand? But the day you know law exists is the day something happen. As far as nothing ever happened, you don't know. But it's the day somebody come with normal malaria, you inject the normal malaria medicine and the person die. Maybe village people where they follow the person, you don't know. But it's that day you will know that there is a law that said that you don't have that right. So talking about
But
nurses as
sincerely, I
self-employed.
would really wish to be a nurse. And for any reason I leave this country, I can go study nursing outside Nigeria.
Yeah, even looking for nurses all around the world presently, everywhere. So it's a nice one. It's a nice one.
So back to you, Leonard.
Okay, so wow, you guys are like been hitting the nail on the head on every topic, and I think concerning the fact you still have to seek for a job, as you said, Gabby, in order for you to start up entrepreneurship. Don't you think that's a trap? Like, you want to work for someone for a particular time, and you have your challenges, accommodation, feeding, probably responsibilities from family. If you're not staying alone, if you're staying alone, okay, your accommodations, you understand, bills and feeding and everything. How do you cope with that? Keep knowing the fact that you're working because you want to become an entrepreneur, and you end up working for a period of time you didn't expect. Understand? How do you see the 9 to 5 as a trap, or just maybe go on with the entrepreneurship vibe? When you reach the bridge, you cross it. What do you think about it? Is the 9 to 5 a trap, or just head on with your entrepreneurship?
Got.
For me, it's both. It's both. It can be both a trap. It can also be a lever that helps you, depending on the situation where you find yourself. You know, a trap, because generally the human being has the tendency of starting being comfortable easily. Like, because you are going there every time, you have small money, you now spend less time thinking about how you can improve your life. Because, as I said, time is key. If you give to a company, and our company are over exploiting us, 9 to 5, some even will take you from more than that, to understand. when do you take time to work for your own business, like to establish what you want to build after that place? So generally, sometimes the job will aspire you, and you will just wake up after 3, 4, 5 years, you realize that you are still at the same place. At that point, it's a trap. But generally, people that don't have goals, set goals, are people that are falling into this kind of traps. As I said, a lot of people today, they are crying. But if you give him 100 million, it's at that point we start thinking what he will do. But the guy that has an idea of what he wants to do, the day he wins Bet Ninja, the following day, he has started this project. You understand? As I said, the key for me up till now remains the idea. If you have the idea, it's as if you know where you are going. Now you are just trying to looking for the means to get where you are going. Like if it's a trip, am I going by road, by air? Am I using boat? Am I using bicycle? Am I using leg? Leg, we all know that with leg it will take more time, to reach. It's exhausting. But it's just about that. It's just about that. It can be a trap, and it can also be a lever, depending on how you use it. You understand? And sometimes also, yes, you have the will to do the good things, but you are working in a very difficult environment. The pay is not worth it. So actually, you realize that it's not actually helping your ministry. And sometimes you just have to drop. And another difficult thing is look for investors. To get investors now is not easy, because another thing would have been that, okay, maybe you focus on looking for investors, but for somebody to trust you, have trust in you and your project, it should be a very smart one, a very, very smart one. And people should train themselves, as I said. If this Igbo system, I really love it. If your boss was doing fish, how do you call it, fish ponds, and you've been there looking at the way he's feeding the fish, he knows the rate of fish that dies, he knows how they grow, he knows how they sell, he knows how fish behave when it's raining season, when it's dry season. Like, no, you come with your certificate now, okay, you go office, you work, they give you money, you pack money now to go into fish. Who will teach you all those things?
No one.
And that guy, you believe he learned it in 1 week? No. He has Oga, and he was boy for like 3 years. So today the guy knows the fish. Just looking in the eyes of the fish, he can tell you that this one will die, this one will survive. Look at his fowl. He said, and this fowl, they say fowl can die anyhow. That is a very bad business. And I have a colleague, Emmanuel, he told me his story with fowl. So he's to tell you that. So that's why I'm still saying that that's school of a thing. When you finish secondary school, if your parents, your elders, or some other people, they have a good pathway and they bring it to you, and you see that the pathway makes sense, go. The 4 years you will spend learning that thing. As far as you reach secondary school, you know how to read, you know how to write, you can express yourself, you know the basics. Go for it. Let's see after 4 years, you doing this business and somebody that went to school, let's see how people, especially our school, as we said, no practical. We are just reading books. So it can be both. I believe it can be both a trap and at the same time something that will help you.
So what about the part of payments? Like, do you think, okay, for an undergraduate and a graduate working for a company and they are being paid, so do you think for the graduate part, are they being paid out of the compensation of, oh, you've gone to school, let me pay you higher, and this other person is not going to school, let me pay him or her lower? So concerning the payment part, what's your take on it?
Normally, it's supposed to be considered in paying somebody, because just look at the names of the degrees. In English, it's very nice, very fun. Bachelor degree. Who is a bachelor in life?
Someone who's single.
Yes, you're a bachelor. Like, it means that you've not yet gotten there. You are still a bachelor. Do you understand? And now the next degree, how do they call it? Master. The degree of master. When they call you a master, means that you've mastered something. You understand? So it's not a joke. A bachelor is still learning work. In Nigeria, they say you are learning work. Bachelor, somewhere, somehow, you are learning work. A master, you master what you are doing. You can be responsible of it. So if you have more skills, you deserve a higher pay. For me, it's making sense. That is if you have a real master, because also the way school is designed now, they are just making people having certificate. Normally, as you talk with a bachelor guy and a master degree guy, the difference should be obvious.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because bachelor, they still bring all these things, like all those girls are around. But now when you want to get married, you carry one, you master that one. You know when she's sad, you know when she's happy, you know how to do when it's like that, because you master the lady. Bachelor.
But in US, I think it's not like that.
It's not like that?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
I heard it's what you have to offer, they pay for.
Exactly.
It's not about you having your certificates, no matter the amount of degree you're having.
No, that's
If
what
you
I'm
don't
saying,
have
that
anything
it's your
to offer,
master. Worth it, because what you have to offer, if you really master what you are doing, definitely you have more to offer than the bachelor. It's normal. That is a normal thing. If you master something, how can you call yourself a master? Like, it means that you master painting, and somebody with bachelor of painting will paint more than you, and will know paints more than you. It doesn't make sense. He might know how to paint. He might know 10 types of paints, but you will know 20 types. Let's talk about medical doctor, generalist, a specialist. A generalist, if you come, you have eye problem, he can tell you what to do. My head is paining me, he can tell you. My leg is paining me, all these things. But when you are now a specialist, like, let me take somebody that take a cardiologist of your heart.
Yeah.
Like, just by hearing the sound of your heart, using that there stuff, it can tell you where the problem is coming from, what a generalist cannot tell you. That's why you cannot tell me that even in US, they will pay a generalist and a specialist the same price. It's not possible. But if it's a
who do you think should be paid higher?
the specialist.
And a generalist, he generalizes on everything, and a specialist.
Yes, before being a
specializes on just one thing.
specialist, that's why I say it's stages. Before being a specialist, he was a generalist.
Oh, really?
So it means that, yes, you go from
Okay, I'm
generalist,
learning.
so you can do everything, then you decide to specialize. It's the same thing. That is why I'm saying that even in school, do you understand? You can do a bachelor degree in economics. You now decide to do a master degree on a special. They don't understand what is the meaning of master actually. You master on something like that one. Anytime they call you, you can respond. You master that one. So that's how it's supposed to be. For me, salary is according to what you bring on the table, and generally what the school gives you is supposed to put you ahead of your game. So
Correct. Mercy has said everything. I don't have much to say anymore.
we always had this kind of classmate in school. When lecturer asked question, he finished talking, and at the end he said that, sir, he said everything.
Copy and paste.
I won't answer you.
Why won't you answer me?
I'm thinking, or I feel the birth rates in Nigeria is a major issue presently, because you have the poor people giving birth to 5, 10 children. They don't have anywhere to stay, they can't cater for them, but they still keep giving birth to kids and just flooding the whole country with plenty children without anywhere to stay, which is not nice. I'm suggesting if it's okay for our governments or our leaders to come to an agreement, and at least there should be a particular amount for each. Yes, it's funny, but it should be so, because I don't see any reason why you should be, you're my security and you're giving birth to 8 children, and me, your oga, I only have 2 kids. It's not nice. No, it's not nice. And you expect me to be feeling happy about it. I'll be feeling guilty, because if I'm paying you, okay, you as a security now, I'm paying you 50k, and me, I'm earning over like 20 million monthly, and I'm paying you 50k. What will the 50k do for you and your 8 children, when I know my 10 million definitely is taking care of my whole family?
Children is the only thing that is free for the poor. They are not charging anything to have them. They are not buying children.
Oh my goodness.
So at least they should have something that is free. And that's children. But you're actually right. It's also a challenge. But all of this is also about education. That's why I'm saying that a lot of people need to go for the new generation to stand. You understand? Because there are a lot of things we understand. There are a lot of things they don't understand. We have to understand that we have to control the birth rate. That is a challenge. You cannot have, as you said, you have small income, you have 8 children. What do you expect? What do you expect? Of course, it will be difficult for you. Yes, that one is another topic. It's actually a topic of another day, because we believe so much in prayers, which is actually very wrong.
God will bring our helper.
Yes, that's
provide
very wrong.
For our 8 children.
Yes.
We don't have to work.
The uneducated person, I believe they are the one that still keep on doing these kind of things. But if I say an educated person, that I don't even, it's difficult to say a young man now that they're giving him maybe 50,000 a month, and you allow himself to have 8 children, only have 2 girlfriends with 50,000. You already know how life.
So you have 2 girlfriends.
Only have 2 girlfriends with 50,000.
So you're having multiple girlfriends?
No, we had 2 girlfriends before. We are now more serious. But we had 2 girlfriends before.
Yeah, now more serious.
We realized that
serious.
it cost a lot. Oh my God. The cost involved in this. So if you have 2 girlfriends with 50,000, you will know what it is to have 8 children with 50,000. Definitely. So that's just it.
My goodness. Okay.
So like we still have 9 minutes. What will we do in 9 minutes?
Which 9 minutes?
Okay.
If it's 9 minutes we're having, then we should talk about churches.
Oh, churches.
Yes.
Yeah, I know people.
No, I mean stay in the topic now. Stay in the topic.
You should stay in the topic.
Stay in the topic.
Yeah.
My dear, I don't have any more thing to say. I'm tired.
The ginger is, I think I say one scatter like this.
I'm tired. I'm watching the time. It's already past.
Yeah, I'm watching the time, so that's like.
So, jobs.
Well, let's do something more casual now.
Like